I've seen enough of this for one night. This is what we're going to do. At Legacy, Mike Montero defends the Triple Crown Championship against Jack Connor, against David Baker, and against Marchand.
I got something for all three of you, because you see, this is the house that the ace Mike Montero built. And it doesn't matter if it's David Baker, Marchand, or Jack Connor, no Legacy 10, I will still be your Triple Crown Champion.
I'm motivated, 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 motivated.
Mr. Epic here with Mr. Baker. Now the Brick, you tonight, the 10th anniversary of Legacy, you go for your first ever singles title here in RWA. Your thoughts, sir?
Thoughts. I don't have any thoughts. There's no thoughts involved in wrestling. This stuff comes natural. I've been doing it since I was 2 years old. I've been trained by the best trainer in all of New England, Brickhouse Baker, a.k.a. Pops. He's my dad. I'm more prepared for this than I've been prepared for anything in my entire life. That Triple Crown title is coming home to me, and RWA will know what it feels like to be chopped down.
You know, it's hard to argue. You're trained by your pops. Who doesn't know your pops? Brickhouse, one of the toughest, meanest, baddest boys in New England ever. Now, what are you going to show your other three opponents? You have three people you need to go through to get that gold tonight.
Three people?
Three other men.
One of them weighs about 95 pounds soaking wet. One of them is it's rock and roll, whatever the hell you want to call him. And Marchand thinks he knows magic. So unless Marchand has a trick up his sleeve, Mike Montero gains about 100 pounds, and Jack Connor learns to slow the hell down, they ain't gonna do anything about it. None. They got nothing.
No, I appreciate your time.
This could possibly be the easiest win of my RWA career, facing three morons who think they run the place and are somewhat originals, but I'm going to show them what an independent wrestler is all about.
Well, thank you for your time, Brick. I appreciate it. Tonight, good luck. Mr. Epic here with Jim and Jack Connors. Tonight, you go for not your first, not your second, but your third RWA Triple Crown Championship reign, but it is in a fatal four-way. Your thoughts, your feelings, the butterflies, are they kicking up?
Oh, the nervousness is there. Let me tell you that right now. This is my first ever RWA Legacy main event. This is my 7th RWA Legacy. This is my first RWA Legacy main event. That already right there. Chills. And I'm going up against guys that I know very well. David Baker, it's obvious. The battles that we've had the past couple of weeks, I had to beat you to get into this match because you cheated to get into this match. Now here we are again. Baker, it's nothing new with you. You know I'm going to be coming after you. I'm going to be hitting you just as hard as you hit me. Marchand, I know him inside out. I mean, we were tag team partners for going on 3 years. I mean, we are 4-time RWA tag team champions together. We went our separate ways. I pinned Marchand once, and that was actually at RWA 6. So Marchand, I know I can do it again. And Mike Montero, we've had wars. I beat you for my first ever RWA championship in a King of the Mountain for the tag team championships. I've pinned you once before. Unfortunately, it didn't count. It wasn't for a championship. But tonight, that changes. I've wasted opportunities before. I've earned opportunities, and every single time I've just come up a little bit short. But tonight that's going to change. Tonight, I make my legacy. I rise to the top as a jukebox hero, and tonight, I claim the RWA Triple Crown Championship.
Mr. Epic here.
Just make it quick. Make it quick, please.
All right, you know what? RWA, there's really not a lot of love for you as of late. Your other opponents, they say you've changed. That, you're a former RWA Triple Crown champion. You were unceremoniously knocked off the mountain. And since then, you've had a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah. See, the thing is, people don't need to know that I'm great. Because you know why? Because I'm great. I know I'm great. When I was, what did I say? Happy-go-lucky guy. Where did that get me? Huh?
Well,
Where did that get me?
right here.
I'm gonna answer you.
No?
Nowhere. Look at me now. I got the chip on my shoulder. I'm back to my lucky old self. Look where I am. Back at RWA Legacy, main eventing for my title, the Triple Crown Championship. Don't need to speak. Just say I'm great and walk away. Just say I'm great and walk away. That's what I thought.
Mr. Epic here once again at RWA Legacy 10th anniversary. And I don't have to say it because the proof is right there. It's the RWA Triple Crown Champion tonight. You walk in the ring with 3 other men. Now, to be honest, from a manager's standpoint, you are at a huge disadvantage.
So I'm just going to say, emotionally, I'm in a wild place right now. This is the 10th RWA Legacy. My heart is everywhere today. I just found out today I'm going to be a godfather. My little sister, she's having a daughter. I just found that out today. Congratulations. Physically, I'm banged up. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm banged up. And you want to know why? That's because for the past 5 or 6 years, I've been able to travel this country and live my dream. And get paid to do what I do best, and that's perform in a pro wrestling ring. And you know why? Because the RWA gave me the platform to do so. Because T Phoenix gave me the platform to do so. The RWA showed Mike Montero to the world before anybody else did. And it's because of that I'm living my dream. And it's why, mentally, I couldn't be more prepared for this match. Because I have respect for 2 out of the 3 opponents I have tonight. Because me and Nick, I see right through you and I see what you're all about. And it disgusts me what you've become. Now, David Baker, your father had a hand in training you, so I respect you. And Connor, you and I have had wars over the past, and you know how it goes. But the fact of the matter is, I was here at the first Legacy, and I main evented it. 5 years ago, I was competing for this championship in this very same building. I have won ladder matches at Legacy. I have won cage matches at Legacy. Bottom line, I'm going to tell you straight out, I am Mr. Legacy. And when this night is over, because you see, for years now, the argument could have been made who was the best to ever step foot in that ring and walk through that locker room in the RWA. The argument could be made because there's a lot of guys who put it down in this place. But tonight, there will be no question. Tonight, you will find out, all 3 of you guys are going to find out that the ace Mike Montero still runs this place. Still runs this place. And he is the absolute best.
Well, I appreciate your time, Mr. Montero. The RWA Triple Crown Championship is on the line tonight in a fatal 4-way. The champion, well,
What are you boys gonna do?
he has a lot to say. Let's see tonight in the main event if he can prove it and back it up.
is a fatal four-way elimination match with a 60-minute time limit. And it is for the RWA Triple Crown Championship. Introducing first, from East Freetown, Massachusetts, weighing 290 pounds, the Brick, David Baker.
Well, here it is, folks. The match we have all been waiting for. The Triple Crown Championship title match, where the defending champion has a 75% chance of losing said title. Dozer, your thoughts?
Normally I would agree with you with a 75% chance of losing. However, this is an elimination style match in which you have to be the last man standing. Tough task given the competitors you have coming into this match. Nick Marchand, the all-around athlete, former Triple Crown champion. The Brick, David Baker, who he has not won a championship in the RWA, boggles my mind.
Luck of the draw, I guess, really. I can't think of anybody who's got such technical prowess coupled with such brute strength
and presence. Then you have Jack Connor, who's a loser. And then you have Mike Montero, who is at a disadvantage coming in as a champion. He has to survive 3 falls to retain.
The all-around athlete, Nick Marchand.
When we say all-around athlete, I'm referring to Nick Marchand. That's no joke. He's a football player.
Semi-pro. I'm saying he's a semi-pro football player, yeah.
Very cerebral.
Yes.
Probably one of the most gifted natural athletes we've ever had in the RWA.
Calculative style offense we've seen from him throughout the years.
He's an opportunist by nature. So, couple that with his talent and his natural athletic prowess, that's one dangerous combination and a cocktail for success.
Some would say that the chip he has on his shoulder comes to a detriment and his biggest downfall to date.
I wouldn't call that a downfall. I wouldn't call his disposition a downfall. Before he was a happy-go-lucky guy, like he said in the video package. And where did that get him? It got him nowhere. Not until he embraced his inner asshole did he become more than was expected of him. This attitude that he has is going to serve him perfectly. Now, the only thing he has left to do is capitalize on the opportunities in front of him. Don't get stupid. Don't get overconfident. Keep your eyes on the prize and make sure that the champion is always within eyesight.
Well, here's the thing, the champion could be eliminated first in this style of matchup.
Very possible.
And you would have to stay alive throughout this entire matchup. So in reality, if you wanted to take the easy way out, you can make yourself scarce.
Absolutely.
Until that very last fall.
If I was in this match, I would absolutely powder out, take a break, collect my thoughts, and not get involved until I absolutely had to. But let me ask you this question.
Sure.
Does that define any man that's in that ring right now? They're all fighters.
I don't see, regardless of what kind of attitude they have, I don't see any one of those guys pulling a stunt like that, really.
No,
there's too much pride on the line.
And not just that, I don't see any of the other 3 competitors letting one competitor do that.
No.
Make no mistake, the champion walks in with a huge bullseye right on his back.
He certainly does, but I mean, you're talking about 4 guys who have a good amount of history between them as well.
Absolutely.
Not to say that David Baker doesn't really reign supreme in the experience department, but all of these guys have known each other and have had the chance to scout one another's movesets for about 4 years now.
Absolutely. Talk about David Baker. Jack Connor is very familiar with David Baker and the stunts he's pulled. Jack Connor is very familiar with Mike Montero. They've had some wars in the past. Jack Connor is very familiar with his former tag team partner, Nick Marchand.
And he is.
But the one man, the key to the puzzle, is the man that's walking down the aisle right now. He's got it all in his hands. It's the RWA Triple Crown Championship. It's everything that these other three men want and don't have. He has said to me on numerous occasions he wants to go down in history as the best RWA Triple Crown champion that ever walked through the curtain in the door of RWA.
And how do you feel about that? Being a former Triple Crown champion yourself.
He's got a lot to prove. He's got a lot to prove. This win tonight, if he does in fact survive, will go a long way to prove that fact true.
He says he's doing it for family. He says he considers the RWA family. And he also wants to be considered the greatest champion in RWA's history. Well, I think this is going to be one of those nights where he really gets a chance to put up.
Absolutely. Let's face it, once this bell rings, the time for talk is over.
That it is. And David Baker says, I don't think anything of your shenanigans or your fancy entrance. He just spat a whole bottle full of water at him.
He did. Mind games. Jeremy Bell in charge of calling the action. Good luck. Four men each want that title. Connor wants to prove his worth and prove he's actually a winner and not a loser like I say he is. Baker wants that title to validate his RWA run. Marchand wants to prove that he is better than Mike Montero and as good as he says he is. And Montero wants to just prove he's simply the best.
A lot of pride on the line.
Pride, egos, careers, defining moments happen right now. The main event at Legacy is what you work all year for.
All four of these men deservingly in the championship picture, no doubt about it. But who's going to walk out with said belt?
Interesting who paired off first. Marchand and Montero started exchanging. And Baker quickly gets the upper hand on Jack Connor. Both men who wrestled at elite status in respective matches.
Touche.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Exactly, that's what I said.
David Baker thrown into Marchand. Pair of drop kicks sends a great David Baker hung up on the ropes before he falls out of the ring.
Now here we go.
Time to do the dives.
Oh my God! Jack Connor really needs to stop pandering to these fans. The fans have gotten him nowhere.
Montero in those actions.
Very dangerous considering he's coming in with that bullseye on his back.
David Baker catches Montero. But he can't keep up the weight of him and Connor at the same time. The Jukebox Hero and the Triple Crown Champ are staring one another down across the ring.
Jukebox Zero. And this is where you have to have eyes in the back of your head. Oh! Bone-rattling chop to the back. Those are the worst. Let me tell you something. Montero's getting whipped from side to side here. Baker going up.
Oh, dear God, no. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, God. I wonder if Brickhouse felt that.
Yeah, really. Connor now makes his way to the top rope. And answers with a corkscrew moonsault. Cover.
Johnny on the spot, Nick Marchand. See, here's my thing. I wouldn't be so anxious to break up a pinfall here, especially in the early going. Why?
Exactly.
All you're doing is thinning the herd.
Now, exactly, really. Let them do the dirty work. Also, imagine being able to say that you're the guy that pinned all 3 people in this matchup.
No, the only pin that counts is the last one.
And it does.
Marchand was showing off his technical prowess for the front chancery. Dropkick didn't hit. The back elbow did.
Connor now whips him off the ropes. Both of these men have each other so well scouted. You can see it, reversal for counter for reversal.
Watch out. There goes Jack Connor. Oh, look up. Look, Montero's up.
From the high-risk district. He gets caught by David Baker and powerbombed onto Nick Marchand.
And that's what I'm talking about lying back in the cut. You get involved too early, that's what happens.
Laying back in the cut. I didn't know you were so gangsta, B.
Keep talking like that, man. Nothing fancy about a straight right hand to the face. I would have tried to go ahead and pin one of those men, Marchand or Montero.
Thunderous chop sends Jack Connor to the mat.
And look who's ruling the ring right now.
The biggest dog in the yard.
Right between the shoulder blades.
Rattling through your spine.
They're cringeworthy. That's the only thing I can say about it. And looks like someone in the crowd just caught Nick Marchand's nipple. Another souvenir from the lucky fan.
Marchand seated up at the top turnbuckle. Looks like he's really badly winded.
Taking too much time. You got to have eyes in the back of your head. Still early goings yet. You have 3 opponents.
I'm left in a really precarious situation, really. I mean, you've got practically all 3 men in this matchup just clubbing onto his back right now.
Give him credit where credit's due. He's fighting everyone off so far. What have they got in mind right now? You thinking a back suplex?
Oh, no. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, legitimate triple power bomb. For the love of God, pin somebody. What the hell is this? Oh, look.
It's the foundation, for Christ's sake. Come on.
Oops.
What do you mean, oops?
Oops. I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, they're doing exactly what they said they're going to do. Maybe, just maybe, they're taking out the outsider.
I'd say over the past 4 years, David Baker has asserted himself is just as much a part of the RWA as you or I.
Yeah, but you and I both know that he had some not so nice things to say about the RWA back in the day.
I've had some not so nice things to say about the RWA back in the day.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
You don't belong here.
I wouldn't say I don't belong here.
I am saying that.
Well, you're full of shit.
Doesn't matter what I think. Dan Baker's not in this match anymore. They're fighting out to the parking lot. Just where you wanted it to go. Aren't you happy now? Great suggestion.
They should have settled it amongst themselves in the parking lot.
They're doing it now.
Not meddling with main event business. Not meddling with a championship match.
Well, that's what happens.
Yeah, that's what happens when dead weight hangs around too long.
Yes, I agree. Dan Baker is dead weight.
I'm not even going to get into this with you again. I'm really not. All three men that remained in this matchup, even though one of which was never eliminated, are all on their backs.
He got eliminated, all right.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
He may be in the process of being eliminated right now, as we speak.
Nonetheless,
he's getting the Jimmy Hoffa treatment right now, baby.
Jack Connor, Mike Montero, Nick Marchand all remain in this ring. Barring the fact that there's not some angry old man who has a grudge against them, they may remain in this ring until getting pinned or submitted.
I have a grudge against Jack Connor. I'm going to get in this ring.
Well, that's it. We're just going to have the entire Club Med show up and fight all the young boys. That'll do wonders for business.
Absolutely. When I cripple Jack Connor, the ratings will rise.
That might actually be true. I can't argue
exactly.
that.
So shut your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about. Stroke!
A mean clothesline folds Marchand inside out. Cover. Deep hook to the leg, but still not enough.
That's the story of Jack Connor's career.
Not
so close,
yet so
but never
far.
quite enough.
Ouch. That hurts.
The truth does hurt.
That it does.
Now, this is great posturing for Jack Connor, trying to square off against Mike Montero.
Who's also had ample time to catch his second win.
Exactly. Ooh! You can just hear these shots. I mean, just watching it on TV doesn't register how painful these shots are.
And I'll say this. I'm always the kind of guy to favor size over speed, but Montero hits you with a velocity very unlike his frame.
Oh my God!
Connor slips up. Spinning heel kick.
Wow, buy me a Coke.
Stereo.
Canadian Destroyer. That's it. See ya. Bye, Jack. Thanks for playing.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't come back no more.
But you know he's going to come back. He's going to keep coming back like a hemorrhoid.
That's an awful visual to leave our fans with, folks. Nonetheless, this
really bloody
elimination
hemorrhoid
matchup has two members left inside of it. It is Nick and the defending champion,
the defending
champion, Mike Montero.
Marchand's having his way with Montero right now. Big drop kick. I love Marchand's drop kicks. They're always spot on and so beautiful.
Very much like a drop salt.
Exactly.
Cover. 2.5.
You gotta know that a regular drop kick is not going to pin Mike Montero for the championship.
I mean, I've seen a drop kick take somebody out of the game when they weren't expecting it. It knocked all the air out of their lungs. But I mean, these guys are battle hardened. They are weathered veterans in their own right.
Not just that, it's the main event of legacy. It's what you've worked your entire career to get to.
So much on the line.
For Nick Marchand, he's trying to validate his career. Mike Montero, he's trying to cement his legacy as the best ever.
Sunset flip. Marchand eats a super kick.
And that's not enough. And he hit all of that.
Yeah, he did. There was no grazing blow there whatsoever. Not a brush. That was full on contact. Again now, Marchand's jaw's got to be in three pieces.
You've got to think, how much more can he take?
Double knees, cover.
That's
and
it!
Mike Montero retains the Triple Crown.
What a match. What a match.
Absolutely incredible. With practically all the odds stacked against him, this young man prevails.
He is still, in fact, the ace that runs this place.
When you're right, you're right. Smallest dog in the fight, biggest fight in that dog right there.
Calling him a dog?
I'm saying this little pit bull still has the gold around his waist. That's what I'm saying. And I'm also saying that David Baker is not going to take this lying down.
I just might. I have it on good authority he's in the trunk somewhere.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because you guys became gangsters all of a sudden.
Gangsters?
You and your boys became mad gangster beans.
Gangsters. No, see, here's what happened. Stuffing bodies in trunks is what the Italian mafia used to do.
It was at one time gangster, but you guys are gangstas.
Okay. You can talk all that crap you want, buddy. Talk the crap to him.
No, I don't want to be bothered with Nick Marchand. He came up short this match and he wants to talk trash to me. No, I'm all set with that. I've talked plenty of trash with you this night alone.
You can't back it up. Not one single word. Not a single word. Step to me, I dare you. I'll still knock you out. I may be retired, but I am not dead.
Well, why don't you take on the current champion? Because any old Joe can take on some fat smoking announcer, but take on the champion. You and your buddies, you and your foundation. Go on, take on the ace that runs the place.